Oh, okay, we have a new mini game, which is one that we've had many, many times before. Let's see if they've done anything different. I quit doing some of the game videos because, we've just done them so many times. But then I'm seeing people not really understanding them or posting about it and stuff or asking me questions. So I think I'm just going to go back to doing them, and they are changing a lot of the games, and I think they've really listened, because before we were having to buy like a plant or something like that, and that hadn't happened for a while, a plant or a tree or something, in order to do, like extra. And we've been able to get through the games, and they're also giving us an extra game every month in order to get, what we need. So we've already done the first one. I've got 12. So we'll get 12 for this one too. And we only need 36. So you only have to do 3 of these 4 games and get through them, which seems to be a lot easier now. So, okay, sorry about that. My hair was trapping me to the chair there. Like sit back. I'm sitting back in a chair. Okay. So we've got the van one coming soon, and we've got another one coming soon. Done the cake sort, and we've already done this one as well. And we should have gotten those 2 things in it. This tree at the end of the month will give us all different kinds of recipes. All right. And we'll have another tree to put in our area with tons of trees. I've gotten to the point where I only just get like 1 tree of everything. So I know. They said something about starting to offer more land too, but I'm not sure if or when that might actually happen. But we'll see. And also, I went ahead and got this swim ring machine because everybody's talking about it and they can't see what it makes. So I thought I would splurge and get that before it goes into the market. So that's what it gives, is these things. And I'm working on upgrading, so I can put that in my machine upgrades. Okay, so with this game, the cake sort, I pulled a few things off last night, but I haven't worked on it yet this morning. So it looks like, let's see, we're going to get 5 sunstones there, 30, so at least 35 sunstones by finishing this. Let's see if there's anything else special. We get some glass. We'll get this cake truck, which it's not showing us the information, but I'm assuming it's going to be in the collection case. So we'll get 35 sunstones for finishing this. I'm so sorry. In the exchange shop, you can get this magnificent birthday cake. All right, you can get a spring boost for your fountains. You can get 6 VIP, get an instant order, 2 engine boosts, 2 zap oils. Here, if you can't quite get enough of, what you need, you can come over here and try to grab these. So maybe you can get enough to purchase what you want. And of course, the revitalizer, experience, and coins. All right. Harvest and complete orders to collect energy, cake servers, and tong items. Use the energy to play the cake sort game. Sort cakes to get points, exchange coins. Different cakes provide a different number of points. So depending on the cake that you make, you can get different points, which let's try to take a look at that. cake server to remove a cake plate from the table. Use a tongue to change the position of a cake plate on the table. Exchange coins for various items. Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what that is. I wasn't doing that before I started the video. All right, so these are not that. People keep calling me. It's like I'm getting terrible spam calls. I don't even know what that's about. All right, none of these are it. Cake. Truck. Okay. Magnet. So this is one of them here. Okay, so the cake truck and this are in this right here. And yesterday everybody was making a big deal about things not being finished with one thing. But I mean, it happens all the time. Spent my whole day yesterday with 6,000 people messaging me and talking about how unfair it was, or how this had never happened before. With this one right here, this is Max, and these things all come from Max, and there was this left over. So this obviously hasn't come yet, and everybody's making a big deal about it. And no big deal really, because you just got like a spring spray or something, or a pater spray or something. So I went ahead and used one of my decoration coupons and finished it to show what it was. And it's this right here, because people were thinking it was this right here, which I haven't finished and gotten yet, but I keep forgetting about it to work on it. So I need to finish working on that. But everybody was thinking it was this, but it's not. So it's not something, you know, you're paying for or anything like that. It's just merely a decoration, and I'm sure it'll come along anytime soon. Okay, so with this game, you guys saw that I had 66. So let's see what happens. Okay, I made these last night. Let's kind of see what we get, because I want to get to this point right here, because normally you'll get one of the boosts. So let's see. Okay, we're here at this. So yeah, you get 2 cake servers. These things are in the market like constantly, and I actually can't make one yet. So let's. Okay, we got energy for that. Let's. Okay, we got a tong from that. Gonna trash that one. Let's see if we maybe. I was just glancing to see if maybe we had enough to do that, but let's check Hafed. Okay, you don't get anything for this from the Hafeds and stuff, it looks like. Working on my daily tasks there. Okay, so let's see what's happening with this. I know we've got like the order thing right now, but I'm just not even concentrating on it. There's just so many other things going on right now. So I'm not really concentrating on that very much. I'm usually pretty competitive with it, but you know, like how this game is, you can pick and choose and do what you want. And you can spend money or not spend money. It's a personal choice. Nobody asks you what you spend your other money on, and everybody's way too involved in everybody's business about what they spend money on for the game. It's really kind of crazy. So let's see. From the commodity machine, we need 2 of these. And Let's see. I don't have any corn ready. Let's set that down so I can just come over here and grab a few of this guy. Where is he again? Nope. Was that it? No, it was the penguin. Right? Yes. Okay, so we need 6 of these. So just to finish it and see what we get from the boat, I'm going to do these. And I think I got an extra one, but as always, I do not encourage anybody to buy sunstones. You can play this game completely without them. I don't really want to use an engine boost, so I am going to do this. By buying that machine, I got like 250 sunstones. So that's why I have 400 right now. But I've just been saving what the game's been giving us and using, you know, like if I don't want to buy something, use them to play the other games like I'm telling everybody else to do. Like for these animals and stuff, they're, you know, that's not the one. Which one is it? The one, like, they've been doing a bunch of them, like the circus animals or whatever, and then you have to sometimes buy a machine. It doesn't always ask me for the things, even though it might say it uses that machine. I don't always get those tasks, so so I use them for that too. So, but I already had a couple hundred saved up. Okay, we got 1 fork out of that whole thing. I don't think we got anything else. So we've got Max over here. We've got him all finished. All right. Let's see where we are now. I got 1 thing out of all that. Okay. So let's try this. So are we getting energy or are we getting tickets? 76 energy. So the pinks are what we're getting for the game. I think it's kind of random. Some days I'll get quite a few and other days I won't get very many. And so I just try to be patient and wait for the next day and see if I get more the next day. Let's see how many we get from this. But just keep your fields planted. Keep doing your orders. Do your board orders. And I don't have any ready right now, I don't think so. To see what we get from that. We all knew that was going to happen. All right, we're up to 94. This should be ready, actually. I was making some, so let's see what we get from a board order. And then you can finish bill. You'll get, you know, some things from that as well. And that obviously finished a Hofed. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, we got quite a few energy from the board orders. So that works. This month, if you need those, you know, silver ores and stuff, if it has something that uses silver ores, maybe just trash it and move on to the next one because you might need it, like if you do guild and stuff. All right, we're getting ready to play in a second. Just kind of wanted to go over a few things. But yeah, you know, they might put all those offers over, and maybe some people like different offers, and maybe some people you like to buy all the offers or something, but it really isn't anybody else's business. what somebody else buys. Let me see, is this an offer? Okay, so like right here we got this, $19, $29, and $99. Probably not going to buy that because this month I can't really afford extra. I do always get the VIP because I believe that it is something pretty cool to get. We've got this offer. Maybe somebody wants coupons, and maybe somebody wants VIP, and maybe they want to spend that. So, I mean, it is kind of their business. We have this for the game. Maybe somebody wants to do this. Unlock minigame privilege, claim awesome rewards, which I don't. So I guess you get the cake truck right away. You get all this extra energy to use. Let's see. Sometimes, yeah, so you get the tree at the end. So you already get like an extra tree without finishing the monthly thing. So maybe somebody wants to do that, and that is their choice. You know, people are saying stuff like they just try to force you to buy all these things. But really, I mean, like, if you go into a grocery store, do you buy every single thing that's there because it's there? I mean, that's pretty doubtful that you would. So I don't know why everybody thinks that they would have to, you know, buy all these things. I don't have any of that ready. So let's go ahead and play. Preach enough about it. It just is really hurtful and upsetting to see how other people make. I mean, they're basically sunstone shaming them. Like, it's not really anybody's business what you do or what choices you make. They're yours to make. It's just a way of bullying other people, I feel like. So, all right. I have so much more to say on this because I'm really getting the brunt of everything, because I get like a million messages a day, people coming at me for things that I'm not responsible for, I don't have any power over, and I think they're just taking their aggression out on me or something because they're upset at whatever. The whole world seems to be that way now. Like, everybody's negative, everybody's mad at each other, everybody's blaming everybody else, and it's really hard. It's hard to see, hard to watch. I saw this meme, it said something like, I turned off the news and started watching a serial killer thing because it was more calming. I feel that. I couldn't watch the news anymore the other day, and I started going through Netflix, and I found this docu-series, and, you know, I mean, I've gone to law school and everything, and I like the law. I like studying that stuff. I like seeing those things, but I was actually watching a serial killer documentary, so I thought, I'm not the only one, I guess, but it's not logical for somebody to be a serial killer, but what's going on in this world is not even remotely logical. So, and it's horrifying to see, honestly. But it feels like some people in this game are just taking their aggression out on other people. When you got somebody going on your profile and writing negative, horrible things on your profile, I mean, it's so disrespectful, and it just says a lot about who they are as a person. So, really tried to allow everybody to keep having access to me, but I think I'm going to be cutting some people off here soon. I mean, I kick them out of my groups, but I still leave them so they can still see like the things I post and get the information and hopefully be helped by it, but it's getting to be a lot, so I'm probably going to be making people lose access soon. Alright, I've preached enough. I have so much to say. I just want to write a post, but I feel like I don't like putting my personal stuff out there. I don't like people really knowing my personal business because they just always use it against you. And not that it's anything bad, but, you know, I have health stuff going on. So, like, I've been going through screenings for cancer because they think I have cancer. So next Tuesday, I have an MRI to find out if I have cancer or not. So on top of, I don't tell anybody these things, but on top of all this negativity, and then everybody coming at me in the game about things that I have no control over. Um, it just is a lot. So I'm just trying to stay upbeat and positive. And then 11 o'clock last night, this one lady I always think is really nice is still coming at me about the collection case thing. I was like, I can't even deal with, I mean, like, my whole day was taken yesterday. I planned on getting up, baking, having a really good day, trying to, get my mind in order, because I'm having a really hard time with this cancer thing, because, my mom passed away from cancer, and my grandmother passed away from cancer. And the first thing Hunter said to me was, how old was your mom when she died? And I know he didn't mean it in a bad way, but he was just really freaked out, because he's the one that, went with me to the doctor this last time after many tests, and then to go in and get the results. And that's when she told me that she thinks that I have cancer, and since I can't be put under, because I can't go under anesthesia, they have to do an MRI to check. Instead, I would have just been going into surgery for them to remove what it is, or do a biopsy or something. So, but anyway, so that's what I'm going through. I should probably just stop this video and start another one. I just feel like I've just disclosed too much. But also, I'm going to have this done, and then 2 days later my boyfriend goes away. So I might be finding out this news while I'm alone. So, I don't know. And my mom found out she had cancer, and she was alone when she found out. One of my sisters had just dropped her off at the doctor and left her there. And I don't know why she would do that, but when my mom found out, she was alone. So anyway, so I'm having real issues with this, and I'm just trying to deal with life in general. And then people are hating on me over a freaking game and coming at me nonstop in messages and on my wall. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, I should probably do this game. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to go on like that, but I want to do a post and just tell everybody knock it off, but, but don't be mean to people because they want to buy some sunstones. Nobody, tells you how to spend your money, or, hey, how much did you spend on groceries? If they're buying these in this time, they're giving up something else to do it. Because when I buy the $20 pack, I am giving up something else. I'm doing without something, but I really want it because I love the barn space. So just leave people alone. It's their game to play how they want to play it. So, la 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 la, preach, 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 preach. What are we? I wonder how far in we are. Okay, I'll try to make the rest of this quick. The important part, actually playing the game. All right, so, if you did buy the VIP, you have 4 chances to spend $13 for me to get all of these things. But what I'm understanding from other people in other countries, like somebody was telling me they're in Canada, and the exchange rate makes it super expensive. So to even buy anything like this in the game, they're spending much, much more. And then somebody else who I want to say was in Italy or something was saying the same thing. But so I guess be grateful that, like, here in the United States, when you buy whatever package it is, you're only paying that instead of paying an exchange rate and stuff. And I don't really understand why that would be and why it got so expensive. But if anybody knows, let me know so I can say something about it. Because that feels distressing. All right, let's do this. Okay, these two match. So you kind of want to put them beside each other. And I'm going to put this one up here for this very reason right here. So put this down here. Those are going to move down, and it filled it up. So we got 6 points for that one. Okay. And That one's full. We got 6 points for that one. Oh, somebody was showing that they stopped getting pie pieces down here, so we got to watch for that too and see if it happens. Okay, let's see if this one fills it up. Okay, so we're going to put this one here and that one up there. You see what I'm doing? Okay, so this one has pieces from both of these, so you'll put that there. One will go there, the others will go there, or over there. And we got one piece left on this, so pop that beside it, and that's a 6. Okay. It was saying different amounts for different ones. I'm real close to, I don't think it's an Air Force base, but it's a place where military planes fly in. Can you hear them outside? It's like that was like a military helicopter or something. Lately, it never used to be that way here, but lately I've been hearing them a lot. It is a little unsettling. Okay, let's see where that goes down. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one there then. Okay, so if you really wanted to, you could take this and click it and move this here and that would go there, but we're not to that point yet. If you have one you just want to erase, you just click the cake server, put it on it, and it just completely takes it off the board, and we're not there yet either. Okay, so this also, let's see how much this one gives. 8 points. Okay, those frilly ones are 8 points. I'm going to put that there. Okay, we have a dark and a light orange, so let's set it here and see what happens. And we have a dark and a light, so let's put that there and see what happens. All right, so that worked out. Put this here, and then those all move together. All right. Kind of feel like I want to put that up there. Let's put the frilly one up there. Put that beside it. I'm going to put this one here so that that moves over. Okay, so let's decide which is more important. Let's fill that one up. This has elements of both, all three of these, so I'm going to set that there. And this is this. We don't have one of these, so let's set it somewhere that maybe we can get it to, if we find another one, we can put it in the middle there. I'm going to cough. I think I got too worked up. All right, move that down. Okay, we've got elements of both, all three of these in there, so let's see what happens. Okay, kind of have elements of both. Let's finish filling this one up. All right, that worked out. Because I was hoping one of the green ones would come so we could do that. All right, this has elements of both, so I'm going to pop that there. And then we have our first one to collect. And that. Okay, so we actually, I saved this one so I can go by wherever that is. Okay, we've got elements of both of these in here, so I'm just going to put that there. So we've got elements of both of these, so I'll put that there. Put that down there, so this could go either way. Let's see. See, it's starting to get a little convoluted. Okay. So I'm going to put that there because of the purple and see how that works out. So you've got purple again and green. And this really only matches that, but there's no place for this to go. Can I do that? Because I see this one here. Finish filling that out. And then we could finish this one off, or we could go up here and get them separated. So let's finish that one off. And we've got this green everywhere. Actually, this one can go there. And this one has a few elements of everything. I'm going to go up here and see if we can get these away from it. Now let's see what happens with the green when we do this. All right, that worked out, and that worked out. I'm going to do this one first. This one has a little of both, but let's finish that one first, and maybe we'll get something with the green we can put in the middle here. This one actually has the green in it. This one has green and pink, and that has green and pink. This has the green and pink. This has a little bit of everything. And that did nothing. Okay. All right, that worked out. I was kind of wondering about that one. So which do we want to really work on? We want to separate that pink out. And then we have nowhere to put this. That one should work out. Okay, we're a little stuck. So what I'm thinking is, let's move this one down here, because there's like all three of these have this design. And then that one can go there. And really, this one could go here. Move that there. And I mean, you don't want to use all these either, so depends on what your final goal is. I don't see where anything good can come from that, but these have the orange and the green, so maybe there. All right, so we have this design, but it's nowhere else. So let's just try this and get those two together. And then this has elements of both, so let's see what happens. All right, we've got the green, the brown, but not the yellow. All right, that's a little bit of a mess. All right, could move this one here and this here, and that will fill up, and then hopefully this will move over so we have some green to work with. Just half dozen of one, 2 dozen of another. There we go. All right. No place to really put this one. Just for the sake of argument, put that one there. This one here. There should be a way that you can quit. Even if you do quit at, you know, we're at 37 out of 50, you don't seem to lose any of these things in there. So it just gets to the end, and then it shows you where, like, you can buy stuff with sunstones, like, you know, in every game. It always does. So it doesn't even feel like it's that big of a deal to honestly quit. Doesn't seem like it really takes away points or anything. So let's try this. So if we just got to the point where we're totally stumped, we have no more of these. We are just going to set that somewhere, I guess. All right, let's finish up that one. And we can put this one here, move stuff out of the way, but hopefully, I was going to say, hopefully that goes over there. Sorry about all the preaching earlier. All right, here we go, the give up. All right, so do we want to give up? I mean, we put this here. Could give up, but actually that's going to fill that one. So maybe a little inopportune time to quit because we got that extra one. Okay, so this has elements of both of these, so I'm just going to put it there, see what happens. And this is just all brand new. And it's kind of messing us up. So let's see where we go from here. The only thing we can do is cut one. Let's see. There's not really... I guess if we were to cut one, it would be this one. Put that there, and the blue's gonna go that way, I guess. So now we're just at the point where we gotta cut another one, and I'm down to 1 energy. So I'm just gonna hit the give up so you can see what happens. You give up. Rewards are just around the corner. Do you really want to give up? But see, you're still at 41 out of 50, so that's just not even true, because the rewards are, you know, what you purchase for sunstones. Let me see if I can get a few more, so maybe we can get all the way to the one. All right, nothing really there, nothing really there. We probably won't get there by just doing this cake. I better grab some of these since I've used them all. Always going to grab the powder. Oh, there's silver. Since we have so much silver to use. Probably always going to grab the cocoons too. Always grab those. Because I'm constantly making cat and dog food. It's a good source of, you know, energy. Or like to give yourself experience, I guess, up there. And I've been grabbing all the mining stuff too, because I've been trying to mine a lot, so maybe I can, oh, there's an opportunity. Okay, this last one, it's etiquette in the game, that if something's in the last thing, you don't, especially if it's something like straw, because you know that she's probably giving this to somebody else or moving it to somebody. So the common etiquette is if it's in this last one and it's something like pretty valuable, you don't grab it out of respect to this person, because they're probably moving it from one person to another, maybe somebody in their guild or something. So sometimes though, when it comes across up in this market, like this, and you just grab it, you don't know which space it's in. And I've done that and felt terrible when I actually looked in there. Okay, see, like this one is in the middle, so they're probably just selling it. Unless they don't, I didn't know the etiquette. Like I heard somebody, you know, they posted about it, and I was like, oh, I had no idea. So I don't know if I had done that, not done it, or anything. So that's just kind of the thing. All right, I'm not seeing what I need. Let's see if we have any more. Let's see if we have enough to get through. We got 12, so hopefully we will. So let's do that one and this one. Put it down here so that I can put this one here. 43. Okay. We probably don't, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Like 44. One left. And now I have 0. So for 5 sunstones, I'm going to go ahead and grab the 10 energy. Just so we can hopefully get to that place. So I can show you. 45, I don't think it's going to be enough. $47, oh. And not enough matches. Sorry. I really don't encourage the use of sunstones, as always, because people really come at me when because I say I'm trying to show you guys how to not use sunstones in the game. And I really do. And not that I have anything against them, just people seems to be a whole ordeal for people when other people use the opportunity that is given to us. I am totally not going to make it. Okay. Let's see. 49. Okay, come on. Darn it. Guess I'm using my sunstones from buying that machine. All right. Actually, that one might do it. Okay, this thing right here. So if you spend 20 sunstone, you'll get one of these things. And sometimes when I do it, I always get the gourmet treats. I must have like 6,000 of those things. So that's what you get at the end of it. And then giving up in the game does not stop this or anything. So that's kind of where we are. We're at 344 and we're going to need 6,500 to get through this one. So just keep harvesting and doing everything. And if you don't get through the whole thing and get all of these, you have enough opportunities in the next 2 games to get through it. So, all right. Sorry for the really long video and the beginning. I feel like I should just delete it, but I probably won't. It just is what it is with everything. But we don't need to attack other people over a game. We don't need to bully in the game. I mean, if you're that frustrated with life and hate yourself so much that you got to hurt other people, then maybe you should take a look at yourself. Maybe you don't care to take a look at yourself, but it is extremely ridiculous. So I'm only here to help. I really only advise Happy Acres. I write proposals about what I would like to see in the game, which I take from listening to everybody else in the game. So, and there have been a few ideas. Kelly Sue mentioned something, and her and I, kind of collaborated on it, and hopefully they do it when I was going to say come back from vacation, but I was trying not to mention that. Hopefully when they come back, they can implement some of those things. But I mean, they have a lot from this month's crop that I already told them about and everything. So I'm sure that they're going to look at everything, but I'm hoping that they do actually implement that change. So I don't really want to say what it is yet in case they don't. But it's a good one. And then there are a couple ideas I had about, the lucky wheel and stuff like that. And there are things that they don't know about, like I was showing them how at Halloween we always get the dark mode. And then I showed him the Christmas one too, because he didn't even know about that it went dark. So I'm trying to, mention and remember everything, and they have looked at the videos I made and see all the games that we used to have. So, I'm seeing that they're doing those too, because over the last few games, we've had like different stuff. So I know that they're taking the ideas and working with them. And I feel pretty excited to be able to have a different game, because it had actually gotten quite boring doing the same thing over and over again. So I think there's good stuff in the works, and I think people should be nice and just wait it out. If you can't wait it out and you don't want to, see what's going to happen, move on to another game. If you're so unhappy with it, move on to another game, because you can't satisfy everybody and do what everybody wants. Or if you think that this is personally your game and only your opinion counts, then you're mistaken with that as well. That's what I'm saying about these packages. Like, some people like them, some people utilize them, some people can afford them. So why take that from them? It's not cheating. It's just utilizing what they're giving us to use in the game. And if you can't, a lot of people, I've said it over and over, in my guild, there's only 2 people, 3, maybe 3 now, that actually, spend any money on the game. And one of them really can't spend that much, but she does spend a little, So it's just your own personal choice. And I have lots of guild players that never even spend a dime, and they get through it fine. So, all right, I'm going to quit preaching. This is probably like a freaking hour. I'm sorry. Hopefully you skipped over the front if you didn't want to hear it. I don't know. But happy farming. Have a great day. I think I'm going to go bake and kind of forget a little bit about the game for today and just move forward, get my mind right so I can have a good weekend. And, my son's going through some stuff too, and he's going to have surgery here in the next couple weeks. So, I got that going too. So, everybody that thinks attacking me is a fun thing to do, you're just taking way too much from me. So I got real life stuff too. And as happy as I am to help anybody and everybody in the game, I do have to take care of my family too. So, all right. I love y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just being weird humored. Have a great day. Happy farming. Like, comment, subscribe. Listen if you want to. Turn the volume down if you don't.